It's a walk-off win for the Mariners, and it was Jorge Polanco who drove in the winning run with a base hit single with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. With the bases loaded, it was an interesting game today. It was a very, very interesting game today, where the Mariners scored a couple of runs in the first. Cal doubled to score JP and move Julio to third in the first. Then Jorge had a sac fly to score Julio, so that was cool. Then Nolan Jones doubled later on to get Cleveland a run. Then Jose Ramirez homered to get Cleveland a second run, and unfortunately, Cleveland's third run came in the top of the sixth, or bottom of the no top of the sixth on a wild pitch by Gabe Spire, which scored Daniel Schieneman to make it 3-2 Cleveland, and then nothing really happened until the bottom of the ninth when. Well, first, a wild pitch with the bases loaded led to J.P. Crawford to second, Miles Mastrobuoni to third, and Dylan Moore scoring. And then Cal Raleigh came up. Oh, no, and then Julio came up. Unfortunately, he struck out. Then Cal came up, and they just put up four fingers, just like this, after they also put four fingers up for JP, because JP at that point was 3 for 3 with a walk, so he's now 5 times on base today. Cal was not allowed to swing the bat. Jorge Polanco with 2 RBIs on 1 for 3 with a sac fly. Scored the winning RBI. He didn't score the winning run. The winning run will be credited to Miles Mastrobuoni, who actually walked. It was a really good game. Overall, really good game. I listened on the radio today with Rick Riz because, unfortunately, the Guardians are in my blackout area, so I can't actually watch the games, just like I did yesterday, which is really good. Why does this feel like it's a Band-Aid? That's weird. It's a business card for somebody. I didn't mean for that to happen. It was an amazing game. Cal's having an MVP-like season. So when I look at the stats today, the one thing that really stood out to me that was not great was George Kirby. He walked. He only went 5 innings, and he had several walks at inopportune times. He had a total of 3 walks. Brian Wu actually took over from. Brian Wu actually now has the longest streak in Major League Baseball at 45 consecutive starts without allowing more than 3 walks. J.P. Crawford, 3 for 3 with 2 walks, a run and a stolen base, and plus 14% win probability added today, was the player of the game. 8 hits, 3 runs, 1 home run, and 13 bases for the Guardians, 2 stolen bases. They left 7 on base. Nobody committed an error today. Mariners had 4 runs on 7 hits. Oh, no homers today. 8 total bases, 3 stolen bases, and left 10 on base. So, yeah. But George Kirby today went 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Did give up the home run. His ERA actually lowered to 5.96, so that's not bad. Spire gave up that 1 run on the wild pitch, but he had 2 strikeouts. That's fine. Vargas gave up a hit. Okay, whatever. Legumina came in and had a strikeout and a clean inning. And then Jackson Coar actually came in, got a strikeout in the top of the ninth, lowered his ERA to 2.08, and got the win. Clase goes to his 3rd blown save, and he's 4-1 on the season. So this is actually his first loss of the season with a blown save. Remember, you can't actually get a win when you blow a save. If you blow a save in the top and then your team comes back to win in the bottom. Yeah. BB went 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. So both managers were quick to go to the bullpen. Today, it was Crawford 5 times on base, Julio once on base, but he scored. He did strike out once in the top of the ninth, or bottom of the ninth, which was unfortunate. Cal, twice on base with an RBI, 1 for 3 with a intentional walk. Jorge Polanco, twice on base with a sac fly, so 3 times being very productive. Randy Arozarena was 0 for 2 with a walk with 1 strikeout. Okay, Rowdy Tellez 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Dom Canzone had a hit. Dylan Moore came in and scored that run. He was a pinch runner. He did not pinch hit. So a nice run for him. Ben Williamson did strike out twice today. Obviously, he's a rookie. You're still trying to figure that out. Mastrobuoni came in as a pinch hitter, walked, and scored the winning run. And Cole Young, actually, with nobody out and runners on first and second, he dropped a sac bunt. He dropped a sac bunt. And Angie Mentic said that it was a perfect sac bunt. He just got his base face like right where you needed it to be. And with that, that makes me think that this is a guy Yeah, he wasn't great his first couple weeks in the show, first couple games in the show. Okay, he had that one little epic thing where he had that walk off. I believe Rick Riz said that we lead the league in walk offs. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have to look into that because if we do, that would be epic. Because I would love for us to lead the league in walk offs. In that because we are a team that often plays from behind for a variety of reasons. J.P. Crawford, he's quietly having a really good season. If I'm gonna go on BRAF for a second. JP's quietly having a very good season. He doesn't have the flashy home runs. He doesn't have that stuff that you think about when you think of like MVP, but he's having a really good season. He's made some really good defensive players. So right now our top 12 players are Cal and Julio at 3.3 wins above replacement, Randy at 2.2, JP also at 2.2, and then on the pitching side, Brian Wu and Munoz both with 1.7. Demo has 1, Luis Castillo has 1, Matt Brash has .8, and Jorge Polanco has .8, which is really good. Logan Gilbert .8, and Gabe Spire .8. In terms of negative wins of our replacement, we actually have Leody Tavares has negative .6, Rowdy Telez negative .5, Donovan Solano negative .4, Victor Robles unfortunately negative .3. He didn't have a chance in the 10 games to actually show. Ryan Bliss negative .2, Mitch Garver negative .1, Samad Taylor at negative .1. And then Casey Legamina and Rylan Thomas and Miles Masterboni have played at replacement level. And Cole Young has actually played at 1.1 wins above replacement. In terms of pitching, Thornton Snyder, Bryce Miller, Casey Lawrence, George Kirby, Troy Taylor, Gregory Santos. What? Gregory Santos, Luis Castillo, Casey Legamino, Tyler Sacedo, Blas Castano, who played one game, Jesse Hahn, Sauron Lauer, and Emerson Hancock are the first two at 0. And then, of course, Leo Rivas and Jonathan Diaz. Logan Evans is .1, which is really impressive. I'm super impressed by what the Mariners are doing. I think that we have what it takes to actually turn this around. Unfortunately, the problem is, the problems with our runners in scoring position today. Today, with runners in scoring position, we were a 3 for 8, which actually isn't bad. That's like just under 50%. It's like 40%. Well, no, 4 for 8 is 50. It's like 43%. I'm not going to do the math, but we left 10 on base. Polanco had his 35th RBI. Raleigh had his 54th. Dom Canzone, J.P. Crawford each had 3 bases. Jorge and Cal had 2. Julio had the 1. So not a bad one. JP did get caught stealing. But JP also had a stolen base. Julio stole a base. Demo stole a base. We allowed 2 stolen bases. I think this was a great game. Time of the game, 2 hours, 59 minutes. Announced attendance, 32,211. T-Mobile Park. This was one of the things that happened today. As we all know, there were numerous other things that happened today. But I don't really want to talk about those things because I decided that we would just go ahead and do what I wanted to do. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. What? TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436 at gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.